Hey, it says we are live here on Facebook and on LinkedIn even. If this is working for you, let us know in the chat rooms where you're beaming in from. It's an early edition of Paint Night with Renee Little, and it sounds like she's got something a little special for us. If you haven't yet, you should be heading on over to reinventingthetattoo.com. And I'm not quite sure where you're beaming in from, but if you're interested in joining, then let me show you how you could join in the fun. We've got a Zoom link here on the homepage of Reinventing the Tattoo. And so if you're an artist and you're painting, you're welcome to join. So here's the homepage of Reinventing. And there is a members area here. The supporting members are what helps us keep everything up and running. Guy Aitchison founded it a couple of decades ago. It's crazy. And what was once the book is now a couple different interactive experiences. Actually, if you sign up today, it's a 25% off for a year. You'll see here, hey, as you scroll down, this is Paint Night with Renee Little. So if you're watching or if you ever want to see the latest show, they're right here on the homepage. And if you keep scrolling down, then you'll see some of our past shows. But there is from one, we have Reinventing 24/7. So we've got 12 different channels of replays here from all of the different shows, including the different drawing groups, the art jams. We have our Spanish interview channel, Live in the Castro, Tattoo Convention, Tattoo Machines, Marketplace. It's crazy. The community section, Tattoo History channel. If you click next page, there's even a drunk critique channel. But we're scrolling down here to the event schedule where we have all of our Reinventing live streams. And you'll see here on the 27th, that's today. You'll see here the Paint Night with Renee Little. And there is a link here. It says artists, zoom in here. Now, Renee will have to let you in, so no screwing around, but you can join and paint if you want to. So I think I'm going to stop screen sharing, head back to my Zoom. Renee, how goes it?
How goes it? How are you? And how is everybody this evening? We are going to do something a little different this evening. Thank you, Gabe, for helping us log in. I have my very good friend and coworker with me tonight, Austin Green.
Hello.
And hello. Oh yeah, Gabe, can you hear both of us pretty well?
Yep. So far, so good.
Okay, good. Oh, wonderful. Good. I want to do something a little different tonight because one, it's the holidays. And here, let's do the hand test and see if we can see us. It's the holidays, and we are artists, and it's slow season, so we are crafting hard. But me and Austin both are actually hardcore crafters in real life. So reading, everything about reinventing and Bioorganica and seeing like building your own sculptures for real references and things like that. I thought it would actually be really good to show hands-on some of the tools we just use to create textures and get the job done and make sculpture and art, and kind of some methods that we use. So you too can safely, hopefully, because you see like knives and things are out, how to actually make your sculptures yourself and kind of see it be done. But we're doing some really nice satirical Christmas things, of course, because we're on theme. We're tatters as well. And we have a biblically accurate Christmas tree. So I'm doing the wheels upon wheels and the many eyes. You'll see it's kind of. And then Austin, I think, would you like to describe what you're doing?
I am making some mini Krampus nutcrackers. So we've got them pretty much assembled, and we're going to be attaching all the fur bits and horns.
Oh yeah, do a close up on that. Oh yeah, nice.
Ooh.
Ooh. And yeah, these are our side hustles when we're slow sometimes during the Christmas season as well. So anyone that really watches or listens in on my little paint nights, I often talk about side hustles. And what that means is just having some nice alternative ways to make money and still doing art and keeping your mind active, especially during these weird wintry months. So yeah, I'm glad that me and us are both pretty hardcore crafters.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you'd like to tune in, I'm going to be trying to keep track of participants that are trying to come in and join us. But if not, we're going to have some subjects also while we're just crafting. And we've got some topics that we're not that elder, but I like to think that we're kind of elder tatters these days, you know. We're definitely not the youngins anymore.
Yeah.
But just some things I wanted to talk about slow season and what it can do, you know, within your own home community of tattooers or artists, and how, you know, just little tips on keeping your sanity, keeping money in your wallet, things like that. So we're just going to be rambling on. I'm going to move my camera, everybody, real quick, and I'm sorry, but I just got to do it. And I'm really awkward with this. So, oh, yeah, there we go. And then there, these should have like little pulleys or something, you know?
Right.
Oh, and touch screens. Okay, I just need to be able to see participants coming in. So right there. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm really old fashioned. Like, I'm one of those where I'm going to make a movie all with a cell phone. And I know it's not right. If Fawn from Tattoo Collecting 101 would hear that, she would just scoff at me. I know she's listening, so that's oh yeah, look at that. Oh, so sorry about that little jiggle, guys. Okay, so yeah. Holler at me if you'd like to join our crazy festivities, but you're gonna see a lot of hands going. And we're just gonna kind of be talking about, and I'm gonna probe Austin a little bit about what he's doing. Because that's my job.
Yeah. Thank you for having me with you.
Oh yeah, thank you for joining me. It's I picked like the weirdest, sleepiest Monday of the month to do paint night. And here at the studio, actually, we've been doing a lot of paint nights. And I think we're like, I dare not say we're paint nighted out, but we just can't do it every day. So thankfully, like we have Saturday art nights here that have gotten pretty busy. And we have this like one area in the shop that is just like this perfect square that you can walk around and business can go on as usual. And we just filled it last time. So it's really rad. Yeah. Oh, chopsticks.
Yeah, I can grab them. This should be dry.
All right. So we went to Michael's in a hurry. And remember, this is for the biblically accurate Christmas tree. But okay, so things like feathers and stuff like that, you can actually just spray paint them if you want to get some really different like values to feathers. So that's cool. So we just spray painted some stuff. This is foam. And I literally just carved it out with a straight laser, but make sure you just cut away from you. Make sure you're not doing anything too harsh or too hard because you will cut yourself. I literally had a coworker who was not allowed to touch razors because he could not like bleed everywhere. So I also do have a painting for after this. If anybody is wanting to paint along, they're more than welcome. Ooh, thanks.
Sticky.
Oh yeah. So, I'm trying to convey like a gyrosphere of alien delight. And what did we decide on? I'm gonna go on like this way. I'm gonna go check that.
Yeah, kind of like a X.
So it's a tree topper, and it will have many eyes. Be not shall be voiced.
Fear not, be not afraid.
Be not afraid. Yes. I think I may just do it like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Austin, how long have you been crafting for?
My entire life.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, then it was like a dumb question after, like, oh, look how long you've been crafting and tatting, you know?
10 years now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And what do you like specialize in?
I do a lot of kind of mythology, history, horror. I like dabbling in some kind of painterly portraiture. But mainly I keep it pretty illustrative, do a lot of black work.
like, oh yeah, like Gustave Doré, like
Gustave
woodblock
Doré,
print.
yeah, engraving style. I definitely have pull a lot of inspiration from Dory specifically.
You know how wonderful it is to have my entire room coated with that, and in the bathrooms.
No, I just love how much of the shop there's just
Thank
little
you.
little falling lucifers everywhere.
I am in love with Gustave Doré. If you were around, dare I say, I would have a cup of coffee with that man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But like so many people of all kinds see his work and are just like, what is that?
Yeah.
Why does that make me feel something? And like, because you're looking at genius.
No, one of my favorite tattoos I ever got to do was recreating his Leviathan, like coiling in the sea as a just wrap around forearm piece.
Oh,
It was so much fun.
cool. I know. I'm glad that the artist that I had, his name was Tom Kiernan. He's a old Tampa Bay, just staple, really. He's just there always. He did my Fall of Lucifer from Paradise Lost, and he knew exactly what it was, and I was so proud of him because it was like a bunch of bikers and him.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yes, he knows.
No, I just love it when you go to get something like that and the artist is like intimately familiar with it too.
Yes. And that's why we're nerds. And this is,
Exactly.
this is why I'm making biblically accurate things around you.
Yeah.
So you can make sure that they're right.
Well, I am putting fur on these Krampuses.
Yes. So at Gold Fang, the studio, we have a black metal tree as well that we've been building for like 5 years, and it is just wonderful, and it's probably one of my most favorite things of all time.
Yeah, it's got a big goat skull on it.
Yeah,
Black metal nutcrackers everywhere.
everyone's been having a lot of fun with it. I got like 20 of them this time.
Yeah, I was checking out all the new ones.
Everyone's doing like black metal specific, and it's really great. Yeah, mine's still my favorite.
Of course.
Yeah, steampunk guy that will tell you he's pagan.
With the beard. Yeah.
Dimebag Daryl really has to be that has to happen.
Yeah.
See, I'm cutting with this is plexiglass. It's like an old piece of plexiglass that used to be on one of my toolboxes, and it just from alcohol and just aside, it just ate to shit. So perfect craft covering.
Oh yeah.
Because oh my god, if we ruin these countertops. I did these countertops by hand. Yeah, I think like I was a child of 4, so I've been crafting for a really long time.
Yeah.
Sewing, I think. I'm trying to think what came first. Taking things apart when I wasn't supposed to was definitely first. Like old radios.
Okay.
Thought that was real cool to see all the old TVs when they had the actual tubes. I thought that was so cool. And my dad was actually for it. Like he didn't mind. He's an engineer, so he just was like, yeah, that makes sense. She should do that.
Right.
But I think sewing, my grandma taught me how to sew. There was no like really buying a whole lot of new clothes, so I loved the idea of making weird, abstract, avant-garde stuff and wearing it in high school.
I was never really good at sewing.
Same.
I get hand stitch enough to like I got the home ec award when I was in junior.
What? You had an award?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I was like one of 3 boys that chose to take home ec.
Oh.
And won the award that year.
Oh yeah, you did.
But my hand stitching is still pretty sloppy.
I can be real precise with my hand stitching, but yeah, it's like I have to give myself breaks or I just won't care.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too tedious.
It's way too. Ooh. So basically, learn crafting too is like think of it as like real world shit, because if you can't afford something, it's fine. You don't have to worry about that. You got it.
Right. I also just like need projects between my projects, if that makes sense. It's like a decompression project.
Yeah, like what do I say? Like, well, at least you're selling these, but I'm like, this one, no, completely frivolous. But I've also been hustling so hard this year So this is my first real frivolous project.
Well, this the big Krampus will be just for fun.
Oh my gosh, I cannot.
Hopefully he's dry enough to get some fur off.
I'm really excited. All right, I get to bring up a hot glue gun. I think, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do the eyes. And then. So I have this story about googly eyes, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I
And
know this.
I'm sighing as I open this up because it's time. I've made it. So I think it was Ryan from Classic Tattoos in St. Pete, Florida, told me this story about his boss. And I'm sorry, Ryan, if I get in trouble. It's his boss kind of went Looney Tunes and started putting googly eyes on everything, like everything. And then making koi ponds out of like old Coke bottle boxes and stuff.
Okay.
And just like he had been a tatter for like, I don't know, like 40 odd years, he lost his shit. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But so I just thought like that's it as a boss, like you made it.
When you start gluing googly eyes all over everything.
Yeah.
Well, welcome with it.
Thanks. What's next? My boss did drink nothing but almond because he said he was old and tired. He's like, Renee, when you get my age, you can't poop. So I just drink nothing but almond. But he was also he's just also very sleepy kind of guy. Yeah. He did.
Oh.
Yeah. But, okay, so when you're opening a chapter thing, no matter what, you're gonna talk about yourself.
Dangers of crackers.
Gotta be really greasy. Yeah, I think doing at least like 2 frivolous just for funsies, is healthy as all hell.
Oh yeah.
Because you're just able to think freely and just have fun, think things through without like fearing messing up, basically.
And you end up with weird little things that you can sell or have.
Yeah, who knows? This might be so good. I'll be like, all right, let's sell it. See what we were talking about earlier? Splinters.
Yep.
That one. Oh, it's a baby too. She's gonna have to work its way out. I got this really glowy stuff. I wish I could find gold stuff, but it has sparkles in it. Ooh, I should do that. I'm gonna have all this glitter. I got sale glitter.
Yeah, that bulk glitter. That's dangerous.
It is dangerous. But I'm really okay. So glitter is terrible for the environment in like every way, but I'm so frivolous and weird with it.
I love glitter.
I mean, look at this epoxy. It's all glitter.
Yeah.
So it's encased in our benches. Right. Pump this guy up like that. Been watching lots of Julia Childs too. Look at this googly eyes. Should we put googly eyes all on London's inks? Because he canceled on us. But turn them around so he doesn't notice until he gets them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, look at these tiny ones. Perfect.
Yeah, those are about a 1 ounce bottle size. Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, and I got these little evil snake eyes.
Yeah, what's your plan for the eye distribution?
I'm thinking of doing this big ones, just like get all that even, and then going in with these snake eyes.
Kind of scattered throughout.
Yeah, it's just that's what usually when I do when I don't know actual number and I can't math.
Yeah.
I just make sure it's even. So I start on one and then do the opposite and then just keep trying, shifting and turning.
And then fill in with these tiny ones.
Yeah, and then yeah. And then I was thinking of like with some black acrylic dots to make them look like real dark eyes or something, or just like dollops of the shiny stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, every time I go visit my niece, it's like craft session.
What kind of crafts do you do with your niece?
Like she gets ready for that. It's like trick or treating, but with cars.
Yeah, like trunk or treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she just has in her head that's like Auntie Mamie's like, all right, we gotta get ready. You're here, you gotta do it now.
I mean, it's a pretty awesome thing to get to do.
Oh God. And I feel very like last time I had a make a mountain range out of cardboard. I'm like, yeah, fine.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I got this.
give me 40 minutes.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah, because she was Elsa, you know? Yeah. And she was just like amazed. I Bob Rossed her. And she was like, how did that happen? I'm like, well, art.
Yeah,
Art.
you like practice.
Yeah, you know that stuff you like? Keep doing it. She's pretty smart. I think she's gonna be like that cool, like she'll have the confidence to say she's an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where I like to go coy with it and like, I make stuff. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I definitely do that. And I really need to quit.
Yeah, I think downplay my abilities every now and then.
Yeah, I know we are all guilty of that. I mean, we're taught to be so humble,
Right.
is what I think. And I try to be humble, you know, mad with power. You know, it's like my favorite saying in the world. She's mad with power. If I could say it for real once in my life, I'd be so happy. Literally got mad with power.
So yeah.
Like someone close to me, you know?
So usually you have to be in a pretty terrible situation to see it.
I know, but I'm like, I just want to be able to be the person in the room that actually says it.
Right.
No, I was thinking like, I don't know, you see all these like musicians and stuff that really go like hard into it, you know, they lean into it.
Right.
And I know they have like publicists and stuff.
Yeah, like someone should be checking them.
Well, I mean, you know, that should be a thing for tatters. Like someone that can be like, hey, you know what? Before I take this picture, I'm gonna like get your hair out of your face real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, you know, because some of us don't look cool.
Oh no.
No. I really feel quite grumbly some days. Like my client the other day literally called my booth a cave, and it gave me a sense of warmth and protection.
It is cave-like. I mean, it's behind a bookcase.
It's so comfy in there.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm. And it's silent when you close that door. It's odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I could hear outside in the street more than inside here. You know? That's usually where I paint and stuff. So this is nice that we're actually out in the studio.
Yeah.
So if anyone has no idea what I'm doing, just look up wheels within wheels.
Yeah. What is it? The
Biblically accurate.
biblically accurate angels from the
Yeah. So we're thinking it's aliens.
Book of Ezekiel,
Yeah,
maybe?
Book of Ezekiel. Yeah. I know we were trying to think like which one it was. Oh, is it just it's called a throne?
Yeah, I think that is the Order of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not an expert on that, so
What? I should be. I've been watching YouTube videos for like the last 3 days. And when I'm going to sleep.
it's all about angels.
That's how learning happens, Austin.
Oh, I know. I watch too much YouTube, but
I would love it. I was talking conspiracies pretty hard with my client the other night. It was so much fun.
just watch a lot of paranormal. A lot of people saying, "Ooh, what's that?"
Oh God, what's
And
that?
like green tone night vision footage
Oh.
of empty rooms.
Oh, Jesus.
That's my jam. I love ghost hunting videos.
You should just take a nice little nap in the shop some night.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, everyone, we're so excited. Can we talk about Ghost Cat?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Should we? I mean,
Should we?
he's here. He's with us. So we have a ghost, and we finally got it on video. It's like, well, okay, so it's like,
Knocking a mirror off the wall.
yeah, knocking a mirror off the wall. Or he looked like to me gingerly placing it on the floor just really fast.
Yeah,
I mean, ghosts might just be interdimensional
right.
fast things.
Yeah, we don't know that it's a spirit of
I
it.
don't think he's malevolent. I think
thing.
he just went oops and like knocked into the mirror that's been there for 5 years. Not like I'm bitter about it. Out of all the mirrors, I'm glad it was that one.
Yeah, it wasn't the coolest mirror in the shop.
Think about the mirror for $5.
All right, yeah, in that case, I mean, don't go breaking things.
Yeah, don't go
ghost, but-
breaking things.
But if you're gonna break things, at least it was a $5 mirror.
He broke the horse skull first.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, now it looks cool. We can look inside the horse skull. So maybe here's like improvement.
yeah, giving us a better weird art reference.
Mm-hmm. So Goldfang does have a ghost. I'm not crazy. And I told London that I want to make shirts.
With the ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like our interpretation of. That looks so good, Austin. Oh my
It's
God.
getting there.
Those little ears.
I've got to get his horns and his chain and his bells.
It looks amazing. So yeah, no, this is actually like, I don't know. It's been such a weird month, year. All of it. It's been kind of odd. I mean, I think out of all the slow seasons, it could have been worse, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I just,
definitely worse than last year.
yeah. Well, okay, I wanted to talk about 2006. Okay. It was like, okay, so I thought this was just tattooing. I mean, and it kind of was, but also I didn't realize that I really started tattooing during one of those violent times and like tattooing in my area because of how the recession hit. And tattooers were just like angry and fighting one another. Like there was so much shop rivalry and stuff like that, that there was just fights all the time. And that's what I remember. But then talking about it with other like people that also experienced it, yeah, everyone was just pissed because everyone was broke, and, like salivating at like the next client who walked through the door. So I just hope it doesn't happen again. Like tattooing has come very, very far.
Yeah. But I started at it's pretty lucrative at the time, and it was in Pacific Northwest, so there was a huge market.
Yeah, it was different out there.
Yeah.
It was weird. The housing crisis fucked up Florida really bad.
Yeah.
There was like a boom and everyone's mortgages ballooned after like 5 years because of the recession, and everyone lost their houses and everyone was really broke.
Yeah, and not really spending
Yeah,
money on luxuries at all.
well, yeah, and it was like literally like ants sensing a storm. You know, they were just like activated and frantically like building and trying anything. Like it was nuts. Like people were really like doing some shady stuff to one another just because, you know, not the emotional maturity.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, I had a point. Okay, I think like things like this, like our art nights that we have three other shops of tatters in here hanging out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think stuff like that will keep us regular. You know me, I'm worried about everything.
Right.
So make sure everyone's not fighting. Is everyone fighting out there?
Please don't be.
Please don't be fighting. I've seen too much fighting. don't put this hold out to pasture. I've seen too much war. Sorry, I've been watching a shit ton of Lord of the Rings extended edition. And that's literally say that. They're like, this horse has seen too much war. That's a touch of autism right there.
Yeah.
Oh, is this tree gonna be my new favorite thing?
It's gonna be pretty awesome.
It's gonna be pretty, yeah. This is gonna be really full of eyes. It's gonna be pretty obnoxious and terrifying.
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid. I know. I hope Dave makes that. So I am kind of mom-like in that. Okay, that's I'm like having everyone like do their little part, you know.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas tree of all of us together.
Shop family tree.
No. I know we do need a holiday photo of all of us. You can get that. Oh yeah, we're having a customer appreciation as well, which is really nice.
Yeah. There are definitely a few people in there to get a hold of to have them come get pictures taken.
Yeah, this is something that I've tried for out there. Anyone that owns a tattoo shop, we've just, I don't know, had this wild idea of getting a photographer in and inviting our clients finished pieces and stuff. And we make our aftercare in-house, so I'm making cute little bundles to hand out to everyone, like lotions and scrubs and all that good stuff. Then we're gonna have everyone like at least have one really classy like boudoir or just like black and gray, like black and white, like nude of their tattoo. And then she'll have packages, so you know they can do more if they want. But then they get something for them, and then we get something for our portfolio. And it'll be like a nice little stimulus before Christmas. Because then, of course, we'll have all of our merch and everything, and our shirts are the bomb.
So the shirt today.
So in crafting, let's see, some good crafting
Some
advice.
good crafting tips.
Like we went to Michael's, and I was like, okay, I have this wheel. You know, we've talked about the idea, and then I had a reference, but it was definitely made of something else. And then we literally just kind of looked around at textures and see like what looked like what. And then Austin had this great idea of it's like gardening wreath material.
Yeah, like floral foam rings.
Foam. You can carve into it. And we literally just like grabbed it, touched it, and like forced things together to see if it worked. And I think being really hands-on and just like diving into sculpture of any kind, you kind of have to do that. You have to really get used to what medium, like you can kind of pick, you can make anything on anything with sculpture. I did a lot of found art sculpture work in art school, and whew, that was a whole different fun, insane, like anarchy punk rock fucking art. Me and my friends were like, oh, we can do this, we're allowed, right? Okay. And it became so beautifully like subtle, the things we were doing. My friend Eric loved finding old pieces of wood, and he would find all these different hues of like old doors and stuff like that. The create the most beautiful, epic things I've ever seen in my life. But I loved like collage and like different metals I would like sew together. And you know, art is just creating beauty out of things. You don't necessarily have to buy a bunch of stuff to make sculptures.
Yeah.
If you're a hoarder, there you go.
I use a lot of trash to sculpt things.
Yeah, same.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know, that goat head I made out of a
Trash.
12-pack of Trulies. And
When I make horns, I'll use either Coke cans and like slice them to make a grid, so they all like,
yeah.
or I'll use like plastic bottles and do the same. Yeah, like trash.
It's like use cardboard and yarn and hot glue to make like ridgy goat horns before.
Ooh, yeah,
Use the yarn soaked in hot glue and then
That's
just built up to create the ridges.
that's good. Oh, I would take tape and then fold it a quarter so it'd have a lip, and then I would just tape. It took forever, but it looked so good.
Yeah,
And then you'd have to gesso it.
Yep.
Yeah.
get everything the same
Yeah.
same texture.
But it was light. It was super light.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this project. Jesus, this is the first time that I've like done a project where I had to go buy things.
My Krampuses are probably the like folksiest projects that I do. But I like them. I'm like, I want them to look like a proper nutcracker.
Right. Oh yeah, scoot over a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Get on it.
Sorry.
Look how beautiful. they
I'm not
are.
used to being on screen.
Oh yeah. Look how nice that is.
Just a
Oh,
finished guy.
epic. Oh yeah, go over a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. That's epic. It's so good.
Still needs his chains and bells, but those are at home.
And we have the chains.
Oh, I've got little chains for the small guys.
Oh, okay. But we have chains here.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. I do want to point out that I asked everyone permission if it's okay if I was satirical with Christmas this year.
Yeah.
And everyone said yes.
Yeah, we're not trying to
I don't want to be offensive.
be hurtful.
Yeah, I just have to laugh through Christmas. It's just what I have to do. It gets so dark. It's when I want to just like read nothing but Edgar Allan Poe and like, drink red wine and like snuggle cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch more stuff on aliens.
Yeah.
Paint shit ton of paintings.
I tend to make a lot of wassail and mulled wine.
I like wassail.
Yeah.
There's a song to it and everything.
Uh-huh. I'm not gonna sing it, but
I'm not either.
like, I don't want to
Wassail.
definitely offend people by singing.
Um,
Yeah, wassail. That's it.
That's it, really. Yeah. So I got these guys on, but I don't think I can like give them a sexy border. Yeah.
Yeah, give them some little like lids.
Sexy sparkle border. So I have actually been painting so fucking hardcore for the last, I don't know, all week. Like I get home and get back on a painting, and I'll show you this painting as soon as I make this. Ooh, yeah, that's a creepy eyelid. I'll clean it up once it dries. Yeah. Proof. I have been doing stuff, and we'll bring that out later maybe. But again, like sometimes you have to switch it up. So I like multitasking. Do you ever find yourself having people like say like, "Oh my gosh, you're just always doing something"?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I don't understand how people cannot be
Doing something?
in the midst of some kind of project. Like I've got to have something to work on.
Yeah.
Otherwise I just start going crazy.
The devil's hands are activated.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, yeah, of course I'm doing something. I don't know. I mean, and I've had lots of people be like, "You have to leave your life open and available for other things to happen." And I'm like, well,
Like what?
like what? But then I'm just like sitting somewhere.
Right.
What's that gonna do?
Yeah, it's not that I don't just sit on my couch sometimes either, but
Yeah, that's what cats are. They're the couch enforcers. Or just relax. And I think all of us are pretty good with our short-term and like long-term goals. Cause like I see them, or short-term and long-term projects. Like when I get home tonight, I'll do the opposite. I'll start like tattoo drawing or something.
Right.
Yeah, while dinner's in the oven, I'm gonna work on that sleeve.
Got a Catherine the Great piece tomorrow.
Oh, nice. I have some scar camouflages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a bunch. I'm stoked about.
What kind of subject matter are you doing?
They're both kind of gothic and dark.
Okay.
Yeah, one's getting an octopus. With some pins. And then, which is rad. And the other one's getting kind of like what do they call the bird skulls and tarot card cachet thing? Or no, the Ouija
Planchette.
Snapchat, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a little guy.
Yeah, a little goth, a little macabre. Be right up my
Like
alley.
that for December.
Yep.
Again, it goes with that bleak December feel.
December for me is like this black metal, like let me do all the dark weird shit in December.
Yeah, but I am gonna go look at Christmas lights.
But I am gay. I got classes for that too.
Yeah.
I am gonna drink your hot cider.
Right.
I will wear cute gloves that match my hat. Oh, the neighbors have been since the boys are in their full tuft. I let them out amongst the frost this morning and the freeze and the ice, and they fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we're in
In
Norway.
their natural habitat. Yeah.
The neighbors are like, oh my god, that thing is so fluffy. On Thanksgiving, I could tell they were getting a little boozy, and so my neighbor like over the fence like, hi, and so I put Pippin over the fence like, Pippin is now 15 pounds.
Wow.
It's pure floof. He's like full of muscle.
Little Siberian tigers, Norwegian tigers.
Little Norwegian tigers. Also forest fairies.
Yeah, I mean they were found in a log.
Yeah.
That doesn't say forest fairies. I don't know what does.
Right? My little hobbits. Ooh. Oh yeah, see that? Charming.
Yeah.
With the little ones, and I'm just gonna make it really full.
I would.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they do have gold flake too. So hot glue is probably one of the most versatile things you
Yeah.
can use in sculpture. Oh, yeah, let's talk about hot glue.
You can literally sculpt with hot glue.
You can sculpt, yeah, like I'm gonna make little eyelids around all these creepy eyes, and I'm literally just like laying it down. It's just plastic and it warms it up for you, and then it's just how you put it down. You can make little dollops, you can make little spikes, you can make any kind of texture you want. So especially for bio work, if you don't have a good hot glue gun and get good like practice with it, you make strings and just have fun with it. You'll be surprised what you can do. Stringy, wet little weird textures.
Yeah, or anything kind of webby.
Yeah, anything webby, make webs. Straight up webs. I got some weird lavender metallic hot glue gun in high school and had all my folders with the Smashing Pumpkin pictures, and then I took hot glue
Yes.
gun and like made textures around them.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I have 4 costumes before done like fake rivets,
Mm.
just with hot glue gun or daubs, and then
Mhm,
painting them silver afterwards.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, you can the hot glue, like you can make it look like soldering on stuff.
Yeah.
So you can make it look like metal. You can make it like you can like carve it. Really, you know. Like wait till it dries, and it's pretty malleable. You can cut it with a knife. If you need,
Knife.
with a knife. I'm so messy with hot glue.
Or just get the long string.
I hate the long strings.
Sorry, it looks like I'm casting spells over this
We are.
nutcracker.
We are.
I mean, yeah. But mainly I'm getting the strings of hot glue
You're
off.
not.
You're not. Sorry, I don't mean to lie. Won't do it again.
I know it does. It does. There's like a little bit of lag on our like computer, what we see, and it's really funny because we're like, oh, that's what we look like. Um, this is absolutely for us. This is wonderful. Also, when is the next time you travel out and about? Are you doing anything during winter?
No, not really. Uh, Probably in the spring. Probably head back up to the northwest for a little bit. I mean, just like a week.
I'm really, yeah, I'm really curious to see how travel is this winter because I've got a couple things planned.
Yeah.
But I'm still also just gonna be real careful because I'm just old and I'm able to do as much, I guess. That's a lie, but old. I definitely have been more selective of what the things I do.
Yeah.
I'll just keep turning and making sure things are even. Turning and turning. I could totally sell this.
Yeah.
If anyone has any alien ornaments that they want to donate to Goldfang Gallery, we can send that to 404 North Hudson Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
I've seen some awesome alien nativity ornaments.
Well, yeah, I am thinking about the nativity. That'd be a lot.
I wonder if that's too on the nose.
Nah, not at all.
You're like, we're no.
Yeah, we're enough. That's fine. It needs it.
Mhm.
Needs the diversity. Oklahoma, I think, is the only place that I've gone to, besides like the hardcore South, like the Alabamans, where I saw like where every building downtown has like a crucifix, like cross
Okay.
lit up in it.
Yeah, the lights. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else, just crosses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like very shocked by that when I moved here. Like, oh, wow, no diversity at all. Oh. Oh.
Been less than that too.
Yeah. Cool. I kind of like, I don't know. I feel like our shop is really diverse though.
Yeah.
And that's okay to be a little different. Um, Oklahoma does have a really an incredible diverse amount of artists. I'm always surprised to see like how good, like people are getting and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's like you said, just kind of a wide range of types
Yeah.
and types of people.
Well, that one guy that came to art night and showed me a sketchbook and it was like full of really cool like bio alien shit. And I was like, why don't you tattoo this? He was like, no one wants to get it. I'm like, that's dumb.
No.
This is so cool. The compliment. But I mean, I'm like, don't worry, man. It's gonna come. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was glad that we had even like an apprentice come. That was cool. So anyone tuning in that doesn't normally watch my show, I am archived all on YouTube for reinventing. But art night is just kind of a free night to dabble with your friends. And me and Austin just really wanted to make this stuff, and we both happen to have today off. And I was like, well, we've never made crafts before on the show. That would be cool. I think I've done like pretty much every medium except like clay, or
We could do a clay sculpting night some night too.
Oh my God, get me on a wheel. Goodbye. Renee's gone. I'll come back like a month later.
I've never thrown any like pottery or
I can teach you.
anything. Yeah.
It's all this. It's all right here. Lock yourself in. Lock your
Just-
shoulders in. And then like you
Hold it in your
use,
core.
yeah, like you feel it in your hands, but it's like all like right here in your core. And if you know where to wet it and when you know how to feel the clay, you know, it's really fun. That's been my hopeful retirement thing.
Yeah.
You know, for like late night pot nights, you
Yeah.
know. Can't sleep. I'm gonna look how messy this is. Snake looks like it has glaucoma.
Poor snake.
Poor snake.
Snake angel.
Oh, I learned this trick where you can put crayons in these things and like do crayon art.
Huh.
I don't know who's into that, but
In your hot glue gun?
I just thought the other, yeah, and I thought of it when I couldn't find any like gold glitter stuff. I was like, ooh, gold crayons. And then I couldn't find any gold crayons.
When you can't just get crayons like by the color usually.
Oh man, I am very excited though about some shows coming up, and I'm trying to convince everyone, some of you guys to go with me. Like the Health City one and stuff like that. I'd be down for just getting a big room,
Right.
but I will just be painting at that one. So hopefully this winter I will be making crafts jewelry for our front counter. Because that's also part of the crafting slow season of December. We got to rest up for January. I like to think my work is cylindrical. I will come back around to it and finish it up at a later date. Just got to keep moving on to the themes throughout the year.
The skill of the natural flow of things.
Mhm. Like, oh, do I have the energy for that? Like that chandelier will be finished eventually one day. I'll get a wild hair at my butt in 1 week will be done. We had an electrician earlier come in and look at my unfinished chandelier.
He was an electrician.
Yeah, and I mean, he said the most country thing, and it was so cute because he was just like, "I've never hung anything like that before." I'm like, "I bet you haven't." Like, I don't know what to say.
Right.
Is it good? I don't think that's good.
So I made it.
I made it. And sometimes it's okay to fail, you know? Or just take a break until
Yeah.
you can figure it out. You ever make a list of all the stuff you can make? See how powerful you are?
No, I don't think I've ever done that.
Mad.
Mad with power.
Yeah, same. I used to have like an organization of like every craft had its own little like craft crate. So then I could just look at them and be like, okay. But then, you know, there was like photography, and I'm like, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
stuff you can't really look how tiny these are.
Oh my God.
Gosh, perfect for ink bottles.
This is so little.
I don't know if I can. Do we have tweezers? We might have oh no. I like nail. I'll do like the nail girls. Yeah.
The nail goes, just lick your finger.
I'll just look, yeah, I'll look my finger and pick it up. This is dedication.
One of those, like a stoning stick.
Yeah. No, they use like a wax stick.
Yeah, it's a little like
Is that what
stick
it's
with a little
called?
wax ball on the end for like putting stones on things.
Yeah. Or we have like sticky tack somewhere. This is working.
Thought I left my bells and chains, and I just
I know, I think like the seriousness of our everyday work of tattooing and like making fine art. And Austin also, it's weird like talking with third person. Austin just did a giant expose, I'd call it.
yeah.
Talk about that. What's this?
It was just a big immersive art installation with 5 different worlds and creatures in them that I was one of the co-creators on. That ran for a month. We had 15 performers. Did shows every Friday through Sunday.
What's
It
the
was-
guy's name that owns that? Oh, God, what musician?
He doesn't own that space
Oh.
anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's a sister project with Meow Wolf
Ah, yes.
Uh,
There you go.
called Factory Obscura.
Mhm.
Uh,
So cool.
so yeah, it was a lot to juggle that and tattooing and also life, getting ready for Halloween.
I mean, it's to me that was a serious event, you know, it was like
Oh,
very
yeah.
fun and whimsical, but I'm sure like I saw your co-partner doing it and she was just absolutely done.
Yeah.
You know, to see the deadness behind the eyes, even if they smile.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it was all we worked on for about 3 months solid,
Oh,
other
yeah.
than
so like
day jobs.
something like this.
Yeah, something like this is just nope, this is just kind of peaceful. It's a little meditative.
Like I'm hot gluing googly eyes on right now.
Yeah, I just put jingle bells on this Krampus
Oh
doll.
my gosh. I am literally not having to be a boss lady or like, you know, just putting googly eyes on shit.
Mhm.
You get it when Brian's bossed. Googly eyes on everything. Seriously, put me away. That's right now. I'm at the point where I can just like boop, boop, boop. No, I'm very formal usually in how I do things. And even the jewelry making, I never really talk about that, but it was something I did when I was younger. And when I was married, we were stationed in the middle of nowhere, Coos Bay, Oregon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I had a little Etsy store and everything. And I sold jewelry and handbags. And this was like I like literally had started tattooing. And then for a year, I couldn't do shit with tattooing because we moved to Oregon from Florida. So they laughed at my Florida license.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. I mean, but it was a military base, so use your imagination.
Right.
But you know, I didn't have enough clientele to pay the bills or to be a contributing member of the marriage. So I made crafts, you know. I was a tattooer. It was like, you know, badass from TV. But I was like, oh, I can make jewelry, cool. Do it. And it was a little income. It was nice. I don't know. Me and my friends were talking about once when I was away in Wisconsin. We were like, what happens if like they can't tattoo, you know? And I was just like, oh, you do this other stuff. And they're like, I don't know if I can make it. I'm like, honestly, I think any of us could make it with our side hustles if we put the same amount of time.
Yeah, time and energy into it.
Yeah.
They were the primary hustles.
If it was the primary. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because then it's kind of that's the option,
Yeah, that's the only
just to
option.
make it with that.
Yeah, you have to. That's some fucking millennial type mentality though. You have to. You're just gonna make it work. So I think like keeping even ourselves refreshed throughout the year, like for me, winter, so like I'm just gonna make stuff. And I'm pretty proud. There are a lot of people right now just selling their wares online. It's real cute.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm looking kind of epic.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty excited for next year. I have a couple new seminars too that I want to do. That too. I really like making seminars for some reason. And I really tried to like see if AI could replace me in what I'm saying. Nope.
Nope.
So I did. I was
Take
like,
that, Chat GPT.
yeah, take that, chat, because I was like, write me a seminar on plein air and here at this location, have history, blah blah blah. And I was like, I got more facts than you. I've been AI, blah, blah. Or the eco seminar.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I know, I am too. It's not what people think, I think. I mean, it wasn't what I thought either. I had a lot of faith in our fucking infrastructure for a really long time. And once I realized, like, oh, it's gone, cool, or it's not actually doing what I think. So, no, I'm pretty excited. But seminars is definitely another like thing I just like to do and to make. I like organizing them like on paper. It's like a literary, journalistic, weird, like I had to seek all this information out. So I have to use citations and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically, do you ever learn MLA format?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in AP English.
Yeah. It's like that. I'm using those brains, like parts of my
Yeah, I always enjoyed doing research projects.
Mhm.
Like, I still like if somebody comes to me with a like tattoo
Oh,
that is something that I don't know. I love doing research on it.
no, same. Actually, I think I wouldn't have had, I think, such a variance of books that I have read unless if it weren't for my clients.
Yeah.
Because they have me read some wild stuff sometimes that's really outside of my genre. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll give it a read. But then again, everyone does come to me for like doom projects.
Right.
And I don't blame them.
Please continue.
Well, my friend was reading it and she was like, I don't understand what's going on. I'm like, what? Oh, let me, please. Let me tell you. Again, I get really excited about the costumes. I get really excited about special effects. What's your favorite special effects movie?
American Werewolf in London.
Damn, that was quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Killer Clowns. from Outer
Okay,
Space.
nice.
Yeah. They're on a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's amazing.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that werewolf scene where he's turning into the
Dude, yeah, it's
Yeah.
still. I mean, it holds up however many years later.
was it made in like the 80s?
80s, yeah.
Well, that shit was good. I like we didn't want I did film class while I was in school. We did mostly like Rosemary's Baby was the weirdest thing that we watched,
Okay.
which I wasn't gonna complain about that either.
Right.
But Killer Clowns is definitely the one I really like to nerd out on because they use like 3-point perspective a lot. There's all these like really cool little things that they use. And yeah, all of their costume work and it's Fucking nuts.
Yeah. No, I used to love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I don't still, but
Had it. I took it up the projector before Saturday. Might draw.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Fucking
seed.
holy.
Seed.
It sees all, it knows all.
Knows all. Someone's gonna get it, right? They're all gonna get it? Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, it's gonna get it. It's gonna be great. It was like my Halloween costume this year. So much hot glue. And like
It was great though.
5 people knew exactly what I was outside of the friend group.
You're like nobody else had any
Nobody else understood what I was. And I even like frowny face, which I guess is really frowny, like overly.
idea.
I think everyone was really confused. But then
What's
what?
wrong with Renee?
What's wrong with Renee?
She's just being the midsummer girl.
She's being a character. But there was one guy, it was someone's boyfriend with a sick mustache. He pointed at me, he was like, "You are the most terrifying thing in the room." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, thanks.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Thank you. I know." So he gave me some street cred on the costume. If you haven't seen Midsummer, people out there on the internet, go watch it.
It is the brightest horror movie you'll ever see.
You'll ever see. This is really nice because over the last 5 years of doing studio stuff, like Christmas time comes around and I am usually in here till like 1 a.m. just making reads and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is cool. Hey, Fran, what's up?
Just Christmas crafting.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what I want to be able to tell people who say that we're always busy. It's like, how else am I gonna make them?
But yeah, exactly. A self-employed artist. That's not the easiest thing to be in the world.
No, I know this might sound really terrible, but if anyone else there wants to be a friend to a self-employed artist and they're having a hard time, like, wow, they just don't ever want to hang out with me. That's not true.
Yeah.
Just go to them with a sandwich.
Yeah.
And
Go
then,
hang out while we project.
yeah, and then we'll actually have energy to hang out. Because we're not eating. We forgot. And then we can hang out.
We did eat today.
We did, yeah.
Some delicious Thai food.
Only because I had pain.
Well, I'm glad that it worked out that way.
Yeah, this is looking pretty intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If I was a shepherd 8,000 years ago and that came
Oh,
floating down, I would
crap.
probably be a little freaked out.
I would be so like, guys, I don't even know how to describe this at all. There was like these wheel things, and there was multiple of them. It was so bright. It was flying, so somehow it had wings. I didn't see him though. It was just really bright. Gold. It's a gold. They're like, "Harry, are you drunk again?" He's like, "No, it's not this thing."
Swear.
I swear. I was really messed up. Frank.
Ah, Frank.
I mean, the more and more that we're finding out about history, it's pretty nuts. That how high the options of most biblically written things were just spacecraft or craft of some kind.
Right.
Yeah.
Or in like the Vedic text.
Yes. I'm kind of disappointed about Kraken. I want a Kraken.
I want to crack it. I'm a Leviathan.
I want.
I'm a behemoth.
Mm. Mm. And I will be there, and I'll be like, I have a thing with I like a way with octopuses.
Paint me like one of your biblical beasts.
Yes, paint me. I'm like, okay. That's maybe what all the training is from my gorilla, like plein air, extreme plein air. I got to talk about with my new little plein air friend. And I was like, are we crazy? Like, what are we doing?
What is extreme plein air?
So extreme plein air is basically
Like
going,
volcanoes?
yeah, you're going to places no one is comfortable
Okay.
and you're painting and sometimes camping so you can catch the same light over a couple days. If you're doing oil, you usually have to camp out, and like if you're doing something pretty big. But like there's festival that I really hope to do one day, but I'm kind of out of shape for it. But like you go to the very basin of the Grand Canyon and like paint canyon like walls and stuff.
Okay.
And it's a giant festival, and but like the real, the mighty ones, they go in the canyon where everyone stays on top. So yeah, like New Zealand was like gorilla plein air, like going out to the islands and stuff. Almost dying. If you don't almost die, not.
Is it really art?
Yeah, is it really art? I don't think so. But I think I just like camping. And so
Yeah.
yeah.
Camping and painting.
Yeah, like first came camping and then the painting was like, oh, I want to archive this. This is nice.
Where would be your dream place to go?
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hands down. If any rich lords out there are just like dying to take expedition to Antarctica, I will be your sassy, devil may care, old punk rock artist. I will pack my own shit. You'll never hear me be hungry. And I will be uplifting to everyone on board your expedition. And yeah, will be lots of sketching because it's below zero. But still.
Quick impressions.
Yeah, quick impressions, quick movements, very fluid. But oh, can you imagine if you could? Oh my gosh. The blues and the subtle horizons. Mm. Mhm, mhm. And I want to do other stuff in Antarctica too. If you could work on a production, what would it be? Mm.
I would love to do just my own take on Rocky Horror.
Ooh, that's good.
I've seen some really fun like twists on it.
Did I send you that Rocky Horror claymation?
I don't think so.
Oh, who did I send it to? I have to find out who sent it to me. That's amazing. It's short. It's not a whole thing, though. A long time ago, me and a friend were real bored. This is before social media. So instead of doom scrolling, we were just coming up with ridiculous ideas. But we made up a whole Jurassic Park production, like
Nice.
theater.
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 With a R-E at the end.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And it like started with Jeff Goldblum, like
Oh,
I know.
poor Jeff.
I know. But there's like Glenn Danzig's mother when the goat. There's a whole scene where the goat and the T-Rex actually have like a love affair.
Oh.
Because you never see him actually eat the goat.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, maybe it's actually like the goat's like seducing him.
And they just couldn't show it for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like just a sexy lady, like the Glenn Danzig mother lady, dancing on a pillow there, but it's just like a goat head.
Wonderful.
That is one of my favorite music videos of all time.
I don't know that I've ever seen the video for Mother.
Oh my gosh. I just explained the whole thing to you.
Just a sexy lady dancing the whole time.
Yes. And like she's on a pedestal and she's got this rose tattoo on her bum.
That sounds like some Glenn Danzig shit.
I thought about doing this costume for Halloween once, but I'd be real naked, you know, so I'd have to be really confident.
Yeah.
But she's just got nothing but a 80s like high-rise thong and like bra, and she's got the coolest ginger like shag haircut. So she's flipping it around, flipping it. And then Glenn is just like looking into the camera with his power fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn
And
Danzig.
then that's it. That's like just that over and over again, panning from one to one to one to one. That's the entire music video. It's awesome.
It's great. I used to have the Danzig did illustrations for Paradise Lost.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's ridiculous.
that's amazing.
They were all over the top and changed the story a little bit, a lot of it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So he's like the werewolf god that rules
The
everything.
werewolf Satan god
Yeah.
that see their Satan looked more like a kind of an AP orc guy.
Ooh,
It was
okay.
fine.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
But all the angels were getting like crucified and very Danzig stuff.
But when?
Yeah, what would your grandmother think?
What would you? She looked probably think it was cool. Cause oh my god. I did find a Danzig skull like pendant that's gonna go on the black metal tree, and if
Yeah.
everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, he is still one of our grandpapas of metal,
Yes.
punk rock. Mhm. I mean, he looks pretty rad. They're all next to the baculums, so. I'm glad we're gonna do a Secret Santa this year too,
Yeah.
even though we all got presents for each other anyways, but whatever.
So,
It'll be cute. I'm trying to think if like for other tatters out there, if you're watching us craft our butts off, craft mania. Like if you know, if you'd be surprised if you had some interest in like making friends with any of your tatters or artists around you, how many people would actually just be down for meeting up and like doing weird shit and just chatting.
yeah.
I mean, like, I was literally thinking about, well, you know, maybe like having like everyone, you know, that we have at our draw nights, like try to like film that so people can see what that looks like. But it would be chaos.
Right.
Yeah, it would be so loud. Oh my gosh.
Get David London in here.
Yeah, it would be loud. But that's usually what happens. It's like we're actually kind of like isolated tonight because we, you know, but it's pretty incredible for people who don't socialize to socialize.
Right.
Like we socialize hard on those nights.
Yeah, you gotta make up for the other time when you can't.
Yeah. Like I think we all had a like, hey, do we just do this like every other Saturday instead of every Saturday? 'Cause we're tired.
Oh. Everybody's tuckered
I
out.
know. Well, everyone's, you know, I've got cat kids. Kits.
Yeah.
Call them kits now.
Okay.
Well, okay, so there's this cash register lady that like refuses to just imagine that I'm like not with kids, but she thinks I'm with kids because I buy those little juicy packs all the time.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, "How many kids you got?" And I just lied, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh no.
3."
Now you're in too deep.
I'm
You
in too
can't
deep,
tell
I
her that you
can't.
don't have
Keep
kids.
lying. So I'm like, "I'm I'm sorry, I panicked and I felt really guilty under Christian guilt. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I failed. I think your God's an alien. That's why he wants me to procreate. So yeah, I just feel real guilty sometimes. But I mean, I keep getting those juice packs, you know, they're
Yeah.
yummy. Yeah, that's just it's almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, yeah. I curse so much. I'm gonna quit.
I do too.
I haven't been around any nieces or nephews.
That's, I had to be around mine for Thanksgiving, and it was difficult.
Yeah. I turn off immediately when I'm around them. I don't know what it is. My lexicon just like sucks all filth out of my brain. And I'm very like articulate and I'm like, "Oh," you know.
Yeah, not the case with me. It's like, what the fuck's up, y'all?
I think I'm so scared to fuck them up. Because I mean, they look at me as cool Auntie Nene.
Right.
Can't fuck them
No, I
up.
said I don't really pass around my niece and nephew very often,
Mhm.
but occasionally.
You know what though? My sister catches me all the time saying like dark stuff that I like, what?
Yeah.
You know? She's like, don't say that. She'll actually think about it. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry.
Mhm.
Oh, was it too existential? Yeah, my sister thinks my niece can't handle existential questions. And I'm like, she's fine.
Yeah, she's gonna have to think about it at some point.
She's already thinking about it. I'm just that makes sense to her now. Oh. She's also like, won't like get my niece a pet because she knows one day she'll have to explain
Death.
death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she'll have to eventually.
Right.
She's asking questions. I'm just answering them. I think our dad was pretty open with stuff. He was real brutal about it, but that's like that Catholic Irish thing. Terre Haute, Indiana, Hoosier thing. Yep, they died. Like, oh, okay, cool.
I think my first pet that died that I remember. I think it was a dog that got hit by a car. Yeah, it was pretty traumatic.
That's sad.
Sorry to bring the mood down, y'all.
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory. How about the menus, huh?
Hmm.
167 pages.
It's okay. The dog is within it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Dog is within the eye. All is within the eye.
All is within the eye. The thrones. Let's talk about that. What the fuck
Order
is
of
that?
Thrones. Yeah.
Is that I can't figure out? Like seats? Where like a throne is a
Maybe they're just attendant to the throne of God.
yeah, attendance? That makes more sense. Like we're hovering and we're creating this power and God is sitting on us and it makes the cherubims though, I want to paint one of those really bad. They're very diplomatic looking.
Yeah. With all their wings around them.
Mm-hmm. So at 9 p.m., Guy Atchison's gonna go on with his little show. Anyone's gonna see. We're gonna finish up. Probably, I always get so confused with like Central Time and East Time. Yeah, we'll probably wrap up around 7. Yeah. Everyone can have a bathroom break and a meal before they get on with Guy. I want to thank Reinventing the Tattoo for having us on this evening.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a very rare thing that we actually get a chance to like sit and be just like, you know, fun and available to y'all. And there's something about, you know, I being raised on Bob Ross and just having something on in the background while you're making art. And I think that's honestly like reinventing is really great for that. If you want to learn and be a student, you can do that. But also if you just want to just listen to other artists talk about like how they view life and how they get by and function, that's also like it's a really good outlet. Back then you had to go straight to that artist, buy them a coffee, and somehow get them to talk about anything. It's quite different back then. And hopefully, I think I'm cursed. Every time I have this eco seminar, my sound like doesn't exist. Like everything will be working right, and then look into it and I got nothing. So hopefully this round I will be filming it so I can put it online for y'all for free so everyone can watch it and learn how to downsize their waste as I make a giant googly-eyed styrofoam god.
Right.
I'm gonna use this and keep
For
it.
years to come, though.
Yeah, for years to come.
A couple of years ago, I made a big UFO for the top of my Christmas tree.
Oh, that's great.
I used a party hat, spray painted neon as a like beam from the bottom. So it looked like it was beaming up the Christmas tree.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, it was a white tree and we just lit it with black lights around it
That's very
instead of
smart.
putting lights on it.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Thank you. We get bells on this guy and it's 3 done.
Woo-hoo. Austin's quite popular for these. And then again, it's like
That's
such
my second year of doing them.
right. It's like such an off the wall thing that is so wonderful.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised that
Mhm.
there's still people that want them.
So this is kind of like the right path too. I talk about people making something, but then making multiples of it. And because like if you make something absolutely amazing, like these Krampuses and the crackers, like he developed a system, he made these templates for the faces so he didn't have to paint each one.
Yeah, I made decals
Made
that I was able to
decals.
just print off.
And now he can just make multiple. He has this whole system down already. And yeah, you've made bank on these things.
Yeah,
Like that's a great little stimulus before, you know.
especially slow season and right before the holidays.
Yeah, this is a Christian town, so the holidays are indeed slow for us. I mean, I think that's pretty much most of America these days. I have the ADD problem where I love one-offs. And I'll never do this ever again.
And then you like, I've done it.
I've done it.
Yep.
Great, fucking amazing. Never do it again. Done. Right, I'm out of googly eyes. Did it. All right, so then we have the eyes and they're completely saturated
Oh,
and
yeah.
round. Very even. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm really bad at making little lids, but I'm gonna try my best with some of the big ones. No, I'm thinking like
Finish it up.
I just have to make so many epoxy little dollops.
Yeah.
That's really the kicker. And I have the epoxy for it.
Just mixing it, pouring it.
No, I just need more molds.
Oh, yeah.
So I can just make one giant batch of them and just be done with it. And I have like 5 molds where I want like 20. Oh, go for it. That's pretty good. So with the little stringies, what have you learned? I've learned that like if I just let them dry and don't mess with them and then take them off.
Yeah, it'll work easier.
Yeah,
As frustrating.
it is very frustrating, but good tip, good tip. So styrofoam is really easy to cut into, especially if you want to make some really cool, like wackadoo designs. Shells, bones, I think what's in his book, but it just kind of goes down a list of like different textures and things like that. And actually, I don't know, I've done some weird photography with a macro lens inside apples and like different fruits because they can look very cavernous and you can light them certain ways too. I have a really cool apple core that I cut in half and you can see like several layers inside of where the seed pods are.
Yeah.
Looks like a cave. It's rad. Endless cave. Clay is a little tough. But what's the oven clay? Like
Sculpting?
polymer sculpting?
Yeah,
Yes.
polymer clay.
Yeah, that stuff is pretty good. I have
Yeah.
a friend that makes really cool little figurines with that too.
I play around with some polymer clay sometimes.
Paper clay. I like paper clay a lot. It's not sturdy necessarily,
Right.
but if you're trying to go for light and just easy, you just get it wet and it's very pliable and malleable.
It's been a while since I've worked with paper clay.
I think I use some of those forms a little bit.
Yeah, I know a lot of like cosplayers use it.
It's light. It's really light. And you can paint it really easily. Okay, I think I'm about to put those glue sticks down because I'm a monster.
So many eyes.
And then I'm gonna do feathers and then let's see if I need to do like little dollops.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like they don't really look like anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Cool. All right. That's it. This is so ridiculous, but wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Gosh. These nice little sprinkles of strawberries. Vegetable. Go for it and try it. Oh yeah, but I feel except that this is peaceful.
Mhm.
You know,
No, yeah, it's just
How
kind
much
of like
should we?
meditative
well, I'm just thinking of like,
thing.
not everyone's crazy, but in the world. I really wish like if I could, I don't know, influence really anyone, people who are having like the hardest time, like just go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have your phone on you? There it has that reference picture I sent you. Oh, sorry. Oh no, I was trying to look it up for this. Oh, so it's like huge. That's cute. Let's see what they did. Okay, that's cute. I know I was really glad that I'm having like, I'm really glad or really sad that I'm having Michael's workers like come up and ask me if they needed help with my project.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm
Making a horrifying angelic Christmas tree topper.
those favorite angels by chance.
Any recommendations on feather type?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think maybe it's just the kid in me too, maybe, but just more satirical. But like the black metal drummers, a tree topper for the gods. Um, I think it was I saw recently Dan Kimball, oh my gosh, made a Skeksis costume for his kiddo.
Yeah.
And it was probably one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. This kid is short, but like the way he made it, it just was perfect. And then so I guess he did such a good job. He like did like a little tutorial video on how he did it. And same thing, I think he used like a hiker's backpack or something to start and then made like a PVC pipe like cage around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. But yeah, everyone should go look at that because it's absolutely amazing.
No.
I know, this is like a great exercise just before I get back on these meetings. Let's try put one in front. Keep them like rested behind.
Maybe like that. 'Cause then it kind of makes a star out of them.
I'm glad that we got that extra loose, little fluky balls.
Yeah. Yeah, the like center one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do you have any fun projects starting in the beginning of the year? Like how do you book normally, Austin?
Um, I usually just do one-on-one consultations with people.
Mm-hmm.
So schedule those out. Usually, I'm booked out about a month. Uh, my biggest project's coming up. I've got that snake that I'm going to be working on for forever.
Oh.
It seems like.
No, you're almost done with that.
No, it's about a third of the way there.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Snakes do seem to take forever.
yeah. Again, just an exercise in repetition and kind of getting into a pattern.
How often do you tell your clients to book so you can draw? Like how long does it take you to draw stuff?
It kind of depends on the piece. I usually like to have at least a week. I might not be physically drawing it all that whole time, but I'm going to be designing it mentally,
Oh, okay, yeah.
leading up into that.
Yeah, I work that way. I get that.
And then usually give myself a couple days to draw on something. And I rarely go with my very, very first idea. So I'd like to have time to kind of, I don't know, I tend to make pretty dramatic changes about halfway through my design process, I've learned.
like erase everything
Yeah.
and start over. Yeah, I'll mull it over in my head for like a good like 2 weeks, especially if it's a bigger project.
Yeah.
And if I can't mull it out, then I don't start because that's just how I process stuff. Like I'll have it completely mulled out, I think concept wise, or at least like palette wise, like how I want it to flow,
Right.
you know. Um, but then I start the drawing process, and that's pretty much, yeah. Like I see if all my crazy ideas actually pan out to something workable.
Right.
But a lot of my clients this last time were really surprised. I was like, yeah, I can give you like a month, to draw your drawing. And they're like, oh yeah. We thought more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sweet.
I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, this is really scary, actually. Like it's kind of intimidating feeling. Be not afraid. I hope that everyone that will watch this later, because everything is archived, Austin. So really,
Perpetuity.
you've kept it together.
Yeah.
Thanks for being real clean cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I usually only get wild if I'm drinking, and I'm not drinking if I'm coming to the
Right.
job. So.
yes, exactly. No, I think it was really awesome because you have worked on such like big scale projects. I thought this was like a perfect event for, oh, it's I can craft, but you craft harder, you know? So I thought you would be the perfect person, to be honest, to have a craft night
Yeah.
and introduce reinventing to crafts, like, and how valuable they are. We always talk about building and putting things together, but like we need some more hands-on influence. People can be like, oh, well, I can do that.
Yeah.
They're doing that. Oh, okay. It's like such a valuable thing is being able to see someone do it.
Doing it with it's all
I
you.
have one. I'm gonna cut this one. It can just be a little weird. Oh, can I see scissors? Yes. Oh, this is so dumb. Speaking of like advancements and stuff, Spideyverse, right? Very cool. Mario Brothers movie, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Zelda, same people and that production team are making the Zelda movie. And whoa,
Weird.
yeah. It was definitely like if you know kind of thing. I think I've been waiting for over a decade for a live action
For Zelda?
movie. Yeah.
Have they done any casting yet?
That's the thing. I'm not sure if it's all live action or if it is like some of it computer animated, some of it,
Right.
Feathers. I'm almost done with this.
I know. I'm never done with this crap.
We made it. I'm really nervous. It's gonna look like shit or not.
It does not.
It does not. It is quite terrifying.
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, this stuff also like thinking academically, like if you want to make sculptures to find textures for your drawings, here you can make. But I'm like, also if you want to cosplay,
Right.
Yeah, if you want to be a magical person to your niece or nephew, craft.
If you need a side hustle.
If you need a side hustle, crafting. Terrifying.
Terrifying.
I think I'm gonna find an eye right here. I'm gonna put a big eye.
Yeah. Like centered.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. I can make it epoxy eye, make it real scary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, make epoxy eyes. That's a thing.
Did that for a Baba Yaga hut that I built.
Mm,
Make Baba Yaga huts. That's a thing.
that's a thing. All right, here we go. Oh wait.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's just lagged.
Yeah.
There it is. So I'm gonna put an eye right here. I don't know if you can see all of it. It's such a cute baby.
Cute baby.
So yeah, we have a tree topper now for our biblically accurate tree. I'll take a photo of that once it's all up and perfect. But it only took like, I don't know, like 3 hours. Not
Yeah.
even.
Not even.
Not even. It took like
6:30 here now.
yeah. And I got to hang out with this cool guy and
Yeah.
watch him make Krampuses. Look at
Hey.
that.
Okay.
And we got to work on our side hustle together and used our studio space also.
Yeah.
Because I can't do this at home. This is feathers, and my cats would just have way too much fun with it. So we're utilizing our space as well. And this Saturday, I'll take a picture so everyone can see kind of how we do our art nights. So everyone can follow suit if they want and kind of get through this winter without losing it. Because I know I get bored. And going out is not a thing because I'm trying to be, not cheap, but thrifty during the slow season. And this is like, I honestly, we didn't spend any money like on a Saturday night. I think maybe we had like a 6-pack of beers or something that someone brought, but that was it. Like we didn't spend any money. We just hung out and had a great time. And learned and made stuff. Sometimes it's people's like first time ever making certain things, so for them it's like, oh wow, I had fun and I learned how to do watercolor for the first time. Just something different. And I know a lot of people are kind of intimidated sometimes to join such a thing. Trust me, even trying to get people to sometimes join me on this, I mean, a lot of times people get real, like, just nervous, because I think they'll be on blast, but that's not what it's about. It's about just kind of getting out there. And I see us playing in the sandbox. We're just learning together. Forgot about my little sparkle pom-poms.
Oh yeah.
Even creepier.
And glamorous.
And glamorous. So everyone, also, I think we are going to get off because we're both finishing up, and it's freezing tonight again.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I think so.
So yeah, we're having a bit of a up and down weather right now, where it's like hot and sunny and then freezing. So we want to get home before the roads get too slick. They were white this morning.
Yeah. Outside first thing this morning, my front yard was still frosty.
I lost 3 plants.
Oh.
It's okay, I propagated them. You knew this would happen. So I have like they're little children in my windowsill.
They're clones.
Mm-hmm.
You have an illegal plant cloning operation. Blade runner.
Oh, Lord. Oh gosh, it looks like a bacterium.
Mm.
Ooh, that's a whole other conspiracy.
The whole other conspiracy. Bacterial angel.
No, you're doing eyeball. Oh, that's good. I like use some filling around the eye. I think we have one artist that's gonna come in tomorrow and be like, "What in the f- is this?"
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Like it's for you.
It's for you. Just for you. Oh, look, I have a big blue eye. I'll just use that for you.
For the middle. And then our big nutcracker.
All right, now he's done. Oh, oh my gosh. That was perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. All right. Okay.
Beautiful.
Wow, that's terrifying. All right. Let's show what we got going on, and then we are going to get off of here. All right. It's like a nice clean setup. The plexiglass really is great for everything. So yeah, you get some what all the things you did. Oh my gosh. Yeah, how much are those little blank nutcrackers?
The base nutcrackers are like $7.
Yeah,
You can usually find them on sale too if you get them at the right time of year.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Uh, yeah, I probably have in 10 of these, probably under $200 of materials invested.
Nice.
Yeah, and I sell them for 100 a piece.
Yeah, not bad. Super not bad. And it's worth it. They're handmade by like a legit craftsman. And then this is, yeah, fear not. This is our biblically accurate tree, and we're working on it. We really got the black metal tree up first. And so this is the first adornment. Yeah, it's pretty adorable. I think I've spent $20. Oh, that's a number. Yeah,
It's a number.
that's a number. All right. And this is the kind of where we have our art area normally. It's completely separate from the rest of the studio. Like you can walk around and then walk through this back wall and then back around again. And yeah, everything in here has got a little touch of like all of us making something better. Like I've been able to put together my front desk because I like know how to do some woodworking and things like that. So crafting is also, good if you're on a budget and you need to make things work. Once you craft a little bit and get familiar with tools, you find that you can just do all kinds of things with them. So get yourself a really good glue gun, and try it out. Try it out with your sculptures and try different little elements. Try some paper clay, try some polymer clay, and hopefully it'll help you be able to make anything that you dream of, because it's possible. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. So thank you very much everyone for coming and watching our little craft night tonight. Next month we will probably be painting. I will be painting octopuses next month. And so I'll be able to kind of go through a little tutorial of how I do that. And hopefully stay tuned for Guy Atchison. And thank you for reinventing, for letting me come on here and just kind of show all the little different fields of art that I work within and different mediums that I like to use. And yeah, we'll see you next month on the last month of or the last Monday of each month. That's why I'm getting off. I'm like twisting my tongue up. yeah, and I'm really, really appreciative of being able to come on and do this because the winter months for me also are just exceptionally hard. So being able to come together and just like know that I'm helping my community out just by, this, it's the least I can do. And yeah, thank you very much, guys. And I hope everyone has a good season and I'll see you through the holidays. So yeah, everyone have a good night. Make sure you give Reinventing the Tattoo a follow. And check out on their homepage of the reinventingtattoo.com. Check out all the calendar events. There's lots of podcasts, lots of tutorials, lots of artists that are willing to give a little bit of their time throughout their work schedule and their family life, just because we like to be a part, we like to share a little bit of what we have. So thank you very much and have a good evening.
Good night.
Good, like the crazy hand.